Shalom. I want to start by giving all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and shalom to all the brothers out there pushing this truth with sincerity. All right, man, about to, head to camp in a little bit. Just want to do a quick video on, that these times that we are in, are the times of the end. And that all these signs we're seeing and all these mass shootings, natural disasters, tragic, situations that we're seeing take place at a higher rate than ever before. It's just a sign that we are in the times of the end, man. That destruction of this backwards, wicked, kingdom is coming to an end. All right, we're in Babylon the Great, man, and this place is gonna fall by that fire, that nuclear war. Okay, we are in those final days, in those times. All right, and the Lord warned us about these times, and he told us, plain and simple, what to look for and what to realize as the times are and how we will know we are in those times. So I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. So start out, I'm gonna go to Book of Matthew. This is chapter 24, and I'm gonna start at I'm gonna start at the top, verse 1. And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. Okay, so that's, Yahushua saying, I will not leave any stone unturned. All that has to be done will be done, is what he's saying. Every prophecy and judgment that has to be put out is going to be put out. Everything that has to be paid back, double their works, as I talked about in previous video, man. Like, these things all have to be done. Okay, he will not leave any stone unturned. And people of this world, you even know what that means. Okay, that means you're doing things wholly and completely. You're not leaving anything up for grabs or up to chance. All right, you're fulfilling everything that you are supposed to fulfill. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? So, that's the disciples asking him, like, when are these things going to happen? When are you going to turn up every stone? Okay, when are you going to seek and reap this judgment? So I'm going to start back at 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? Okay, so they're asking him, what are the signs of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am, and here it says Christ. Okay, so that's something we already know, man. Ideology, man. Many different religions that they have with these false saviors and these false gods, covering the faces of the judges, painting those pictures of Cesare Borgia as so-called Jesus Christ, not even calling him by his rightful name, okay, by his Hebrew name, coming up with a made-up name by the people who killed him off. All right. So, for many shall come my name, saying, I am Yahushua, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Okay? And if you look at that, we're in those times. We've been in those times, man. There's been war going on ever since the year 1942. When the Jewish people, that term ish, always has to be on the end of that. When it was Jewish people, it's Canaanites, all right, when they stole our identity and moved into where Israel, the country of Israel. There's been war ever since they moved into that land, and that was 1942. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. Okay, so that's he's saying, everything that has to be set out, all the prophecies have to come to pass before these final hours, when Yahushua actually returns. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, okay? And we're seeing that happen. There's been a world war, but this is going to be the most massive world war up to date, man. Nobody's ever going to see anything like this. This is nuclear war. This is nation against nation, man. This is kingdom against kingdom. And when he talks about nation against nation, that's even more like race. All right? In the Bible, when it's talking about nation, man, that's race, man. In those final days, you know, you're not going to see Edomite clinging to a group of Israelites, man. This is not going to happen. They're going to be trusting their own people. And when they see other people, they're going to know that they have that same mindset. So people are going to be fighting against each other, man. Race wars are going to break out. And if you see now, we are in the times where race is at an all-time high, even more so than it was when the times of Martin Luther King. All right, that stuff's coming back, you know, 2-3-fold, man. That shit is happening way worse now, man. I just saw a video on a Twitter the other day. Some nigger woman, she's being hung, man. She's being hung, man. It's a Jake, man, being hung by these white men in her room, right in her dorm room. They were in college, and she got hung, man, from her neck. All right, this is happening today, man. 2018. Okay, the audacity of people ever since Trump got elected, man. It's like all these Edomites have the confidence now, you know, to speak out and have and do these things, you know, that they probably wouldn't once do, and say these things that they probably wouldn't once say. That is just backwards and wicked, man, and rising up against us, man. All right, so the Lord warns us of this, man. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All right, so that's what I was alluding to earlier, man. That when you see these famines, and that's what I'm talking about, you know, these tragedies, all right, these mass shootings, okay, the controlled diseases they have out, like Ebola and stuff like that, man. That's killing off, you know, hundreds to thousands of people. Man, this is all the judgment of the Most High, okay? And that's what he's talking about. He's talking about these famines and pestilences, all right? And these earthquakes in diverse places, man. You look at all these crazy places that these natural disasters are happening, man. These earthquakes happening on these islands, man. I haven't had one in you know, hundreds of years. Houston having that hurricane, man. They don't even have hurricanes. I mean, it barely even rains there, man. It barely even rains in a place where they had one of the worst hurricane up to date. Okay, that hurricane clocks better and clocks stronger than any hurricane we've ever seen before, and it happened in a place where it doesn't even rain that much. Okay, in the middle of Texas. All right. All these things are the beginning of sorrows. Okay. So this is just the Lord saying, man, that this stuff is just the beginning of the signs of the end. All right. So there's much more destruction and famine, pestilences. All right. Earthquakes. All right. There's much more nations rising up against nations that have to take place before the Lord returns, man. These are just beginning of those signs. The mark of the beast, okay, is still coming out, and this hasn't come out in fruition yet, but it's coming out, man. I was, you know, at the gym the other day, just, you know, trying to work out, you know, stay in shape or whatever. And there was a brother in there talking about, and, you know, he's just a regular Jake. He's a regular nigga. He doesn't know about the truth. But he said, jokingly, you know, with a discussion, some other brother, he's talking about he wanted to, you know, play basketball overseas, you know, make a little money or whatever for his family. And brother said to him, you know, this guy, he's not even in the truth, though, but the brother said to him, yeah, you should make sure your kids go over there with you so they don't have to take that chip, the RFID chip. And I wasn't part of the conversation, but my ears perked up when I heard that, man, because, you know, that's another thing of the signs of the time of the end, man. And it's just funny that even a regular Jake knew about it, man. So there's plenty of things, you know, that have to come to pass before Yahushua ultimately returns. And these famines that are going on right now, man, these natural disasters, these mass shootings, stuff like that is just the beginning. The racial tension, rising. This is just the beginning. All right. And so I'm gonna read on before I finish up. And this is Matthew 24:9. Just adding on from where I was just at. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Okay, so this is in the times of the end. This is key, man, because in the times of the end, people are gonna know who the Israelites are, man. They're gonna know what race of people they are. Okay, they're gonna know them by face, by name, by the color of their skin, man, by the content of their spirit. All right, and we're gonna be looked at as evil. All right. They're going to push it on everybody, push an ideology and rhetoric on everybody that we are bad, okay? Because we're walking around knowing that we are the people of the Lord, man. And they're going to try to take us away, which unknowingly, man, is just provoking the Lord to even more anger. But as it says, man, they shall deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. So because we are of the Lord, man, because we are of the Most High, they are going to be killing us, all right, killing us off, and all nations will be hating us. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. So that's when you look at people. Some people are going to believe, some people are not going to believe, man. They're going to be arguing. This argument is going to be stronger than any other argument because, this is such a strong subject. This is talking about salvation. This is talking about surviving nuclear war, man. Living, okay? When it comes to your life, man, and in this world, when it comes to the end of your life, people will do anything to live, okay? People will kill their own family members, straight, plain and simple, just to live. So in these times, you talking about somebody who's just your friend or been your friend, and they not even of the same nation as you, man, not even of the same race. Oh no, it's over. They'll kill you in a heartbeat. They kill you in a heartbeat. All right. And many false prophets shall rise and deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that endure to the end, the same shall be saved. Okay. So this is just saying an add-on of just, people, these false religions are going to be deceiving everybody. These ideologies and rhetorics of the Edomites and other wicked, pushing that we are bad people, that we are evil. Okay? And they're going to be after us. They're going to be hating us. But if you just keep steadfast in faith, man, and endure until the end, you're going to put yourself in that category of being in 1/3, man, being part of that elect. Okay? But you got to pay attention to the signs of the end. And we are in those times, man. With that being said, I want to give our praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, double honor to the apostles and elders, the great millstone. Shalom to all the brothers out there pushing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.